So I would really love to talk about like the benefits of turmeric. I know you have some
Yeah,
slides. Maybe we could share some of those so that people can see
yeah,
visually like what turmeric can help with, and a little bit
absolutely.
about the science, because I know
Yeah,
that like the people here might not know why
yeah,
other turmeric products don't actually work.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, sorry, I just shared that a bit earlier. I clicked on it a bit early. But can you see
That's
that
fine.
screen there that says curcumin
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
round table? All right. So this is something that I've dove into because, of course, we were getting these epic results and I knew that curcumin was great, but I was like, I'm going to have to start sharing this. So I was doing some research and I found some of these great informational sort of slides that I share quite regularly. And as you can see on the screen here, curcumin, there's literally over 20,000 studies about curcumin and turmeric. So we don't have to do all them studies. They're already done. They're done independently all over the globe. Many universities, they're everywhere. And what they actually show is that curcumin is good for all of this. So we're talking about the big C. We're talking about heart disease. We're talking about infectious disease. Of course, we're talking about all inflammatory diseases. So for me, it's all about the inflammation. Of course, I do energy work. When people are inflamed emotionally, physically, mentally, that's when things start to happen, right? And of course, all of these chronic illnesses, all of the diseases on this chart, and I would hesitate to say that every disease, chronic illness, has that common denominator of inflammation. And so when you start to know how good curcumin is for inflammation, then you start to recognize, holy moly, no wonder we're getting epic results. So again, just having a look on here, without going into every single unique thing, we're talking about allergies, arthritis, we're talking about even to the point of depression and things like that mentally as well, because when you have brain fog and when you're not actually clear, it can really cause other issues as well. So of course, we've had lots of great, we have to be careful with our words, but we've seen a lot of great stories around so many of these things, including Parkinson's, including MS, including diabetes and thyroid problems and autoimmune and a lot of those things. We're just seeing amazing results. And it is that curcumin that's really having a massive effect on it. Just quickly share while I've got it here, some of my slides here. So probably the issue with curcumin, first of all, let's just go back to a little bit. What is curcumin, right? Firstly, of course, it's been around for thousands of years. And Ayurvedic medicine has been using it for thousands of years. Again, the studies are there. The science is there. We don't have to do all of that. We already know how amazing it is. The studies show how incredible it is for inflammation and all of these things. But I suppose, and I always recommend people to do their own research as well. I'm sure you do as well, Abby. Go onto PubMed, have a look for yourself. Is curcumin going to be good for you for whatever issue or whatever is going on? But the other thing that I often talk about is the absorption issue. Can you hear my dog trying to get in behind me? I hope it's not too loud.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, good. Okay. So there's always a kid or a dog. That's just always what it is at my house. So despite all of these issues with curcumin and turmeric, the biggest issue of all is, of course, that it's very hard to absorb. It's what they call a lipid molecule. So a lipid molecule is like a fat or an oil. And of course, we're made up of water. And you can imagine that the fat and the oil and the water, it doesn't mix. So we have this issue with the actual absorption. And I suppose what I get excited about is, of course, we have solved the biggest issue in the supplement industry, which is, of course, the absorption issue. We call it a bio-MS technology. So it's the best of nature and science. It's natural, but of course, we have the science to get the absorption in there. And so, of course, the beautiful founders decided we're going to go with curcumin first because curcumin is so beneficial for everybody, including pets, including kids. And so I'm really glad they went with curcumin first with this breakthrough technology because I love curcumin. I love the results. So we can actually prove now clinically how much better this is than native turmeric and curcumin, up to 277 times more. So again, it's studied out of the University of Hohenheim in Germany. I hope I said that, probably did it. It is a German technology. And just quickly, while I've got it here, you can see what happens there. So it is a multi-patented product here. The micelle solubilites, it's like a submarine. It coats the nanified curcumin. It delivers it into the bloodstream, drops off the curcumin, and then just leaves the body. So it's like the perfect delivery system, to be honest. I'm so super excited about it. And that's why I share all the time. I think my dog's finally worked out how to open the door, by the way. So that's cool. So yeah, I've got a new puppy. As you can, I don't know if you can see him now. He's going back in to have a look. So at the end of the day, that's what I get really excited about. And those are probably the main slides that I like to share about the science and about what is the difference between this curcumin and other curcumins or other curcumin products?
Yeah, because there are a lot out there, and I've speak to a lot of people in my surroundings, and they're taking a lot. And one woman recently I spoke to, she said, oh, she's been researching how much can she take. And actually, it doesn't matter how much you take, your body's not going to absorb it. This one has solved all the problems, and you don't have to take a ridiculous amount of turmeric because it's like more potent in this particular supplement.
I'm pretty sure they reckon it was 10 drops was 17 pounds of turmeric. 10 drops of this was equivalent to eating 17 pounds of turmeric, but it doesn't have the oxalates that turmeric has in it. So the thing is, this doesn't go into the gut like a normal turmeric would, like it goes into the bloodstream. So that's what we're finding a massive difference here, and that's why people are getting these crazy epic results. It's just it's crazy, really.
Wow, this is what I mean. Like by this is why I wanted to share this today with everybody here, because it isn't just any turmeric. It's really something completely different and really special. And not only that, it's literally just coming out now, right? It started off in Mexico, is that right? For 6 years, organically growing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like on the market.
It was organically. Yeah, I think it's been about 6.5 years ago that, and people that are on might be able to quote me better than that, but it's about 6.5 years ago. It started in Mexico and then grew really organically. And Mexicans are like, I'm over here in Australia, and so Mexicans are like our Kiwis. They're just chill. They're just nice and slow and chill. Like they just go ahead and just nice and easily spread it around. And I'm sure that's how it's happened over there. And which is great, because then they've been able to get the foundations. They've been able to get so many people to be able to use this product for years and see the benefits as well. So we've got the best of both worlds of it's very new out there in the world, but it's also actually had many years out there in the market. So it's like, this is a really epic and unique opportunity, a really good time.
Yeah, I love that. I love something that's been around for a little bit of time, because we can really get the idea. I like to experiment a lot. So those that know me, I always like to really learn about something deeply within myself first and see how it goes, and then take my time and then see the people around me and how it would benefit them. And so it's really good that it's been around for that amount of time, because we know that I'm sure those people in Mexico have got a lot more results than what we have so far, because we've just started on it. So it's really great. I wanted to show a video actually that you sent me, which is, I love a visual thing. So I'm going to just try to play it and share my screen, but just bear with me a second, because I've got to just put it on my screen before I actually, yeah, there we go. Okay. So I'm just going to share. This is a great video just to show you how normally turmeric doesn't get absorbed into the body. So share this one. Okay. Do we need the music for this, or we don't need it, right? You just need the visual.
No, you can talk your way through it if you like.
Oh yeah, you can help me. So so on the left, right, this is curcumin extract powder. This is what everyone's taking normally in supplements. Is that right? On the left?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And so you see that it doesn't go in at all. It just sits on the water like oil. And then on the right is the Vidify, the golden drops. And that's going directly through the blood-brain barrier, and it goes directly into the bloodstream. So it can already work its way through the body, and it lasts for 24 hours in the body.
Yeah.
So this is also something that's really interesting for me. I'm just going to stop sharing, because I know that like for a lot of people, they also don't know that turmeric doesn't even last. Even if you do take it, it just disappears out of the body. And I find that just fascinating.
Quickly. Yeah.
And so
actually, Dr. Jeremy Thornton, who's on here tonight, he's an expert at it. I watch all of his webinars, so I learn a lot from him. But he often speaks about you're lucky to get 10% for up to an hour to 2 hours of normal native turmeric, even if it's micronized, because they talk about, oh no, this is micronized. Nobody's got what we've got. It is nowhere near comparison. Of course, 24 hours in the bloodstream, and I'm a little bit of a hacker, so I take it morning and night because I just like to have in my bloodstream even more. And for me, I've noticed for myself just the massive difference in my, like the way I wake up in the morning. I wake up, like I say, I literally feel 20 years younger, which is great because I am in my 40s now. So it's nice to wake up feeling nice and limber and no more aches and pains and have the good sleep. And if you don't get the good sleep, it's beautiful because you have the energy. You can have extra energy because you've actually got this. And it's actually really incredible what happens to your body when you reduce that inflammation. There's so many different things that start happening. It's an incredible experience, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I've noticed that as well with my sleep. I love to do it 5 drops in the morning, 5 drops in the evening, because I get such an amazing sleep and
Mhm.
very healing. I can only imagine what it's doing if your body's going into deep rest, and the actual turmeric is and the curcumin is going into the bloodstream, and it's then able to work on the inflammation whilst you're resting. I think that's just really key. And I'm so interested in the science in this. I'd love to learn more. And it's so great that Dr. Jeremy Thornton's also here with us, because I know I love listening to you because you're so authentic about it. And I know that you have got such great knowledge, and you've been working with all your patients. And it's just, if anyone doesn't know Dr. Jeremy Thornton, like, there's some great videos. I don't know if he wants to come on now, say a few words, but like, a lot of his videos are great and very informative.
Yeah, incredible.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. I'm traveling, but just thought I'd say hi. I'm excited to see what you guys are doing there and spreading the word on this amazing technology. I've had the benefit of using this technology for about a little over a year and a half, not quite 2 years now in practice. And the things that I've seen are just mind blowing. And I've been in nutritional practice, functional medicine for over 25 years now. And so I've seen a lot of nutrition, right? I've seen a lot of cool things in the nutritional industry. I've been able to take part in a lot of those things. I've tried literally dozens of different turmeric and curcumin formulas personally myself, as well as in my practice with my patients. And during the studies, of course, if you guys have seen, the studies are mesmerizing on what curcumin and turmeric can do in the human body. And they've known this for a very long time, but of course, it's the bioavailability. We can't absorb the stuff, right? And so scientists are super frustrated with that because they've known all these magical things that curcumin can do. And they do these human studies, and what do they see? Nothing, right? They can't even find the stuff in the bloodstream. And so this is the thing that we've been dealing with all of these years. And I often say that this is what I had always hoped curcumin could do, but I'd never seen it before. And now we have it in our hands, and it's changing everything.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. It's so good to hear from you. Thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us here today. I just really would love for more people to learn about this, which is why we're doing this call today, and just to share what's possible, and that people don't have to live in this pain anymore, or don't have to live with these conditions. And to be honest, I hear about more and more people living with more and more chronic pain and issues with the body all the time, which is why I created Heal Avalon, because it is really a platform to share around these amazing breakthroughs in health via these, whether it's frequency or whether it's with supplements, but really things that no one's heard before. So I'm so excited to be able to have had you here on here, Dr. Jeremy Thornton. That's so nice.
It's lovely. We've
Do you
got
know,
amazing people in this company. It's just incredible. It's a very integral, it's a great family for sure.
it's amazing. And maybe we can just share with everybody, like, also the possibility to get involved in this on a business level. And I'm saying this from the point of really understanding this supplement works, and that this can actually change people's lives. And I know people here who are watching and who are in Heal Avalon, a lot of them are therapists and practitioners and work with people every single day, changing people's lives with their modalities. And this can be a great thing that you can add to your toolbox.